It was a gloomy afternoon. The sun stood shyly behind the clouds. Brisk snowflakes pattered the stomping grounds of this post-secondary educational facility. With every whim and desire of every student that walks by, every individual carries their bags and whatever excess baggage that left them high and dry in any scenario. Struggling youth that deal with different vices. Some are at the end of a bottle, some are at the end of a shotgun barrel, some at the end of a tunnel. Dark thoughts and tendencies run rampant, however in secrecy. In the midst of all this silent chaos of wrongdoings, there is an individual who is thinking about what he needs to do next. And that is to worry about petty worldly matters. His name is Bradley Terrence.
There's nobody here.
What once was the OC train station is now a deserted heap of industrial components. Stressing, worrying as he is now, he used to head to the university to get some work done for his literature major once upon a time. Looking out the window with his headphones on, the lonesome former athlete star used to have some classical music playing while relaxing.
This can't be happening. This is working out good. Seriously?
With a cup of coffee in hand, he used to ponder why he was in such a glum state. Maybe it was the atmosphere that was engulfing him ever since he moved to Ottawa.
This can't be. So much for the journey. Find another way there.
The only thing he was seeing were rocks on rocks and a tunnel wall. The stations he passed by were even dark and gloomy looking, nothing more than infrastructure that bears no spirit, hollow shells of what once was, alluring chaos in a demure and subtle environment. It was as if the train tracks were supposed to be built underground. However, within the infrastructure process, the workers decided to leave some parts with the sky visible. Overbranching trees were also visible on the sides. Some moss and roots were transparent between the fissures of walls that stood the test of time, as if they were mighty slabs of an ancient haunted house pieced together in a gothic atmosphere. Some algae also ran up these rocks. The countless winters some of these tunnels bore was impressive, considering Ottawa would go in freezer mode all 8 out of 12 months. 40 to 45 degrees below zero would be some of the world record coldest. But nothing more cold than the residents. Apathetic, flaky, nonchalant, very secluded, reserved, conservative, uptight, socially anxious, uncomfortable, shy, lonely, depressed, negative, everything opposite to happiness. No sunshine and rainbows around these parts like where Bradley hails from. The only upside of this city is that crime rates are low for most of the year, but when things get really crazy, there is some vigilant action that takes place. Scouring villainy is done through plotting for the most part. As for a sense of community, there is none. It is more a scene than a community. Actions are subtle. Cowardly behavior is the trend. Nobody has the galls to do anything drastic or work with anyone unless it is within their own crew. Lack of collaborations and teamwork are scarce around these parts. Nepotism is at an all-time high, and politicking running rampant, causing massive cases of isolation and trust issues. Isolation. Yeah, well, as the coping mechanism goes, it is what it is. Bradley's eyes are closed as he wanders aimlessly, rambling to himself here and there, grumbling on how the world has changed after many crazy and tragic events. He is taking all of this in as he steps off the platform and heads up the stairs to his beat-down car.
Seriously? Man, what are you doing? I gotta get this apprenticeship. I need a new car. I gotta get the workshop done. It's gotta be done. I have no idea which direction I'm going in my life. I can do this. I can prove everybody wrong. I can prove everybody wrong. Okay. Let's do this. Damn.
I see you. You must find the answers. Follow your intuition.
Damn. How'd I get here? How'd I get here? How'd I get here?
This did not seem normal. He seemed to be visibly distraught, wondering where to go and where he is now. He looked around. What once was a bunch of students immersed into their studies is now replaced by loud silence and a few custodians keeping the facility maintained. A place where jotting notes and reading textbooks was the consistent activity. The usual post-secondary loop is now broken and has become a fragmented memory. Starbucks coffee aroma used to fog the sinuses and senses. The caffeine used to run high in the premises. Hyperactive energy loomed among the sophomores and freshmen that also ran around, feeling rampant in education and enticement at one point before things went downhill.
Yeah, I know what y'all thinking. I bet y'all wondering what is going on here. A graduation of epic proportions is what is going on here. A ceremony to provide a stamp of approval by the Administration of Education. A promise given to every single young upstart wondering about their future post grad. A promise in a form of a quote unquote passport to every possibility imaginable. Well, for this upstart immigrant, Ahmed Baik Abdul Razak, this isn't too shabby. Or is it?
I'm just a hard-headed immigrant, proud and living it. No shame in hiding it, repping the vigilant, rebellious and honest. I don't give a trick, I expel all magic, I'm spelling alphabets. My principles fighting the corruption of the system. Now listen to this as I rock a revolution. I'm hardly being paid, like a jobless refugee, always struggling, living in poverty. Um, Unemployment. What are the reasons of unemployment? Why am I unemployed? Why was I unemployed? For a whole year, for a whole 12 months, I was unemployed. And the reason why is they take a quick look at me and say, this guy is not the face of our corporation. Despite of his educational accolades and his achievements and ambitious drive that won't take us anywhere, and despite of all the things that he told us that we might consider a lie, we criticize and tell him that this guy is not the face of our corporation. And the reason why is because, look at him. He is an immigrant. He is an Arabian from the Middle East that poses as a Canadian citizen, and I say this with no regrets because that is the reality of it, and I'm being realistic, not negative. I'm not trying to be negative or positive or optimistic with my chances, but then I say this with no regrets, and I mean it. That is the reality of it. I walked in that interview, I gave it my all, and this is how they ended it all. Don't call us, we'll call you. And I was expecting that call, but believe me, I felt like my heart dropped and fell. It did feel the fall. The winter preceded it because I was crying tears of rain. You know why? Because it was raining on my own parade. My parade and pomp and circumstance that I had to go up there and stand and be that man to be the face of that corporation. But they didn't let me be. So I'm just gonna let it be. Wonder what those ducks are thinking whenever they come here to eat. I wonder if they ponder about their lives like we do. I don't know. The noise of the construction in the background. Man, I wonder what those ducks are thinking whenever they come here. Do they ponder about petty things like we do? Hello.
Yo, Ahmed. What's up?
Hey, Bradley. Long time no see. How's it going? Listen, Bradley, I got a few projects in the works. Just trying to figure out how I'm going to get them done. I'm still scouting for producers, equipment, and a proper audio setup. I see you.
I was a child getting in fights and detentions. Wild, outspoken, sometimes pretentious. Cheesy to be digested, drilled to an extent with my corny antiques, no for the top gestures.
Listen, Bradley, I got a few projects in the works. Not to mention writing a script for my arts and theater course I enrolled in online. I'm holding a writing workshop. I only got 2 people registered so far. It was more than that before, but it seemed like they bailed on me at the last minute, just like former friends always did, which is why I cut them off. They would not commit, but then again, I shouldn't be surprised if my own kind and relatives no sell or don't react to my songs, poems, or any type of content I create, or whatever piece of media I do that would inspire generations to come, or any mundane average Joe Blow that works a 9-to-5 job that they absolutely despise. But then again, who wants to tap into their creativity and imagination? Since everybody looks down on artists like myself, the unsung heroes and geniuses. Instead, they would rather live in their dystopian world of sending me silly TikTok reels and mind-numbing memes perpetuating the Wojak simping mindset and toxic masculinity. Is it based or not? But then again, what is based anyways nowadays? I'm out here just trying to trust the process in healing my inner child. I mean, who could blame them? I am the definition of a Renaissance man. To be fair, we both learned that from the best back at home, before what happened. Oh, you registered? Nice. Unlike some people in the city, at least you came through and believe in my vision.
It's not a community, it's a scene. And you have to be as selfish as them to get your way. Luckily, I don't rely on anybody to spread my greatness. I am the chosen one. Always have been, always will be. Not in it for the fame, not in it for fortune. I'm only in it for me. Embrace yourself.
Yo, Ahmed, what have you been up to lately?
I've been thinking a lot.
What you been thinking about?
Life. Why do we exist? What is our purpose?
That's some deep stuff, man.
I mean, what is your ultimate goal?
My goal is to give back to the people that matter to me. What about you?
Ever think of being rich and famous?
It crossed my mind. Why do you ask?
People my age are already married with kids and lead fairly successful lives. Every time I reach out to people online and strike up a conversation, I don't get a reply. I just remove and block them. It's easy as that. Because really, what's the point of keeping them around if they're not willing to be responsive? It's funny how people complain about how cowardly we are and not doing the first move as much, but when we do, we're looked at as like creeps, pervs, and just people who just are too extra. Man, why do I sound like such a Reddit loser and a simp airing out this issue to you? I mean, look at me. I'm one neck beard away, and a trench coat, and a fedora from being one of those people. It's crazy.
I hear you, man. People nowadays are too spoiled, regard themselves as complicated, but in reality, they're really just confused on what they want.
Man, I always wanted the attention. The girls, the cars, the big houses, the money, the fame. Yeah, but that was when I was still young. But I'm old. I still haven't accomplished anything in my life, to be honest.
What you talking about? We're still young, my guy.
Do you think we're both...
Don't say that. You have a higher purpose in this life.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. I wonder where that came from. You know what's really messed up?
What?
When I was on my way here, I heard this voice. I don't know where it was coming from.
You heard that too?
I wonder where that came from.
I heard something similar to it, like, not too long ago. Anyways, let's get in before we miss the good seats.
Right.
have the right to be happy. I know I would use that right gladly, even if I don't live life all flashy. However, I do look flashy. I still think I overuse my feelings. Exhausted every single emotion, but there's that one feeling of being unselfish, of giving you some advice, yes. I want to talk to you. I want you to remember this. You have the right to be happy. You have the right to live life right. You can make the decision to live it right without being livid all the time. Enough. Enough of this pain and suffering. Enough of torturing yourself for someone who doesn't deserve it.
Enough feeling regret and guilt. Enough of all of this pretentiousness and restrictions that will stifle your decisions to greatness. Excuse me if I am on some sort of forgiveness type of stuff, but listen, get up and keep going. Because this train of life will escape you like a train of thought that will leave you forgotten. Left behind at a station at a phase of your life that you refuse to get over it. Be productive, but stay efficient. You know, they say life sucks. What's the point of living? But I say this, and I believe it from the bottom of my spirit. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Stronger, better, smarter you have become because of life's experiences. Stronger, better, stronger because you decide to be it despite of the criticism. Keep pushing, keep moving, but keep those things that made you who you are and don't change for them. Yeah. Remember, just believe in yourself. Have confidence. Do what you please, nobody else. As long as you don't hurt anybody. It's not because you want to be nice, but because you want to prove to the Almighty One that you can do it and do it right. This way there won't be excuses. You did your part, now it's time for him to give you a result of successes or consequences based on this punishment, on your sequence of actions, whether it be sin or aspirations to be a better person. Pray, give, respect only who deserve it. Don't overdo certain things, keep it moderate, keep it simple, most importantly, keep it safe when it comes down to keeping yourself happy because you deserve it. Remember this, love yourself.
Jenna?
Good. Long time no see.
How are things with you?
Great. I just replied to your thing here. So speaking of playing, we were keeping up to work-wise, and you were a little disgruntled last time we talked.
Yeah. Well, this is my full-time job now, and I'm full-time writer, and I'm focusing on that. I quit my job at Dollarama. They weren't giving me enough hours, so I just decided to focus on my writing.
Yeah, and you're using a pseudonym, right?
Yep, it's Omar Saghir. My friend back home gave me the permission to do that.
Okay.
Not a big deal. I go by many names. Omar Saghir, MCO, MC.
Obnoxious.
You've been creeping my YouTube page.
A little.
Just a little.
Yeah.
That's fine.
How's the MMA going?
I took a break from that for a bit now. I came back into it recently. Been doing a lot of volunteering there and just giving my, just trying to get back in shape. Get back to the swing of things, Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, never enough hours in the day, it seems. That's part of the reason I signed up for your course, is just to make sure I actually work on my own projects for once.
So, yeah, what do you do for a living now?
I am freelancing, which means I'm putting all of my energy into getting everybody else's ideas on paper and leaving all of mine in notes apps and inspirational Spotify lists.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, so where are we doing this thing?
I know a spot.
Okay.
Yeah, if you haven't heard already, or known at this point, over the non-copyrighted music and rambunctious heater. This is Jenna Salahuddin. Yeah, that's her name. Surprised? Well, this woman has been through a lot when it comes to her identity. I've known Jenna and Bradley since high school. and I always had issues with some people they associated themselves with. Back in Atlanta, Georgia, where we grew up, we made a lot of friends along the way, as much as we did adversaries. But 20 years later, here we are. Older, more gray, more experienced with the trauma and drama we endured. Friends like her and Bradley are hard to find. These days, nothing seems real. But I try to make the best out of my existence. It just feels weird, finally being a responsible adult, despite my shortcomings and intimacies with these people. I just hope I don't disappoint them with this workshop I'm organizing. Using the Omar Saghir pseudonym was the best decision for me to keep a low-key profile. The society wants me for their agenda. However, as secretive as they are, I am more secretive when it comes to my identity. The Legends timeline has closure here. I'm off to a bigger and brighter future. It just depends on who's willing to embark on this journey with me. No more negativity, no more anger, whether it be going to the movies with Bradley Terrence or hanging out at a cafe with Jenna Salahuddin. I just want to have a good time with my friends. So, Bradley, how's your week been?
It's been challenging. It's been challenging, but it's been okay, you know. How you been rocking? What's going on in life?
It's been going well. Things have been, smooth sailing. I don't know if you've been still hearing those voices and stuff. Wait, I think I'm getting a phone call. Oh, no, don't worry about it.
Are you sure you don't know who that was calling you?
Nothing really.
Was it important?
Let me double check because I've been having a little issues with the website for the workshop that I'll be running. And let me double check. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I did talk. Yeah. So, Jenna. You know Jenna, our mutual friend?
Oh, Jenna, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so she decided to sign up for the workshop. Now, I didn't know who initially signed up to this workshop that I'll be running, but it happened to be you and her. So that's going to be interesting considering our history. Anyways, speaking of history, I know last week we were hearing some stuff. Did you manage to figure out what that was, or was someone following us, or?
Yeah, I remember that was kind of spooky, but you know what? I haven't heard nothing. It's odd you would ask that.
Okay, fair enough. So Bradley, I'm gonna be quite candid with you. This workshop means a lot to me. So I know you and Jenna had your shortcomings in the past, but I'm hoping you guys could get on board with this project that I'm working on. If you can help me out here, that'll be great. I think we'll be able to make it work. I think we can turn something special from our traumas and all the stuff we went through, to be honest. The reason why I'm doing this too is because I need to prove to myself that I'm a leader. And with all the rejections and the opportunities closing down in my face, I just decided to take things into my own hand and, take things into my own, both two hands, because, one hand is not enough to handle a situation. So I have to really grasp into this opportunity. Just a lot of negativity and a lot of toxicity going on in these different artistic scenes here in Ottawa. It's unfortunate, but I have to power through it. And there's a lot of doubters, from friends, families, and relatives. They're always looking at the situation like it's not going to mean anything to my future. But, once I get this online course done, this artistic endeavor done, your apprenticeship done for what you're going to be doing in your field of work,
And with Jenna, you know, she wanted me to help her out with her books and all this stuff she wanted to do to put out there and publish. So, yeah. So, I don't know. What do you think?
Would okay. I guess support that. I know Jenna means a lot to you. I'm cool with that. Let's just make it work and let's get it done. And let's take a good shot at it and see where we all come out in the end of it, because I'm sort of anxious to see it. Not saying I'm totally excited, but let's get it done.
So, welcome to the workshop that I'm running right now. This is kind of weird. It's the first time I ever do something like this. But yeah, thank you guys again for coming through. I know there's a lot of stuff we need to talk about and cover a lot of ground. So,
Hang on. Random question. Have you ever been in love? You know when you feel like the whole world is a better place because of that one person being in it? That one individual you think of 24/7. Day, night, nonstop. Like an obsession. The obsession to feel, touch, and enjoy every single moment like it's your last. You know?
listen, man, maybe you should teach this class since you're so eloquent about it.
No, that's your thing. Besides, women should be falling all over you, Mr. Songwriter. What's going on with your love life?
You know what? I don't kiss and tell, Bradley. Besides, can you stop interrupting me so I can go on with this workshop? I'm not trying to summon the muse here or trying to draw some inspiration from what you're saying, but I gotta do my thing.
Okay.
All right, let's get the show on the road then.
All right, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start with an idea. We're gonna talk about our vision for next year. Because we've had a rough couple of years recently, and I just wanted to see where your mindsets are to kind of go forward.
How about I don't know.
Okay. So we could talk about some stuff we haven't talked about in many years. We could talk about how certain people were manipulated, how certain people beat the shit out of other certain people that we all cared about. There's a starting point.
You know, I don't know what was going on in my mind at the time. I was hitting the juice, hitting the gear, and you're bringing up old memories. It was an accident, you know?
Accidents still have consequences.
But under circumstances, you have to understand it was not my fault the way it went down.
It's not just what happened, it's what happened after. You vanished. We were trying to get everything back together and you were gone. And you've been gone for 20 years.
Actually, it was 30 years ago.
It was actually
and
40.
I've always been gone. But I'm 30 years ago.
Really? That's the part you're going to latch onto right now?
Seriously?
That's what you're going to latch onto, is I got one date wrong.
Can we move on?
All right, guys, listen. The past is the past. Let's just dead this. We came here to brainstorm. And if you have some stuff you want to unload off of your chest, okay, maybe we could write that down and we could probably turn it into some sort of novel or a fucking movie or something. All right? Let's get to it. Bradley, let's start with you again. What input you want to have for this project? Like, what do you want to say? And what is your visions? What are your goals for the future?
Where I want to start is, I want to be a writer, get back on track, share with the world what I have to say. That's why I'm here. I'm getting a second chance to show what I have.
Okay, well, Bradley, I mean, considering your medical history and all that stuff, you sure like to, I don't know, say certain things and restate certain events that happened in your grandiose ways. Like, what was that all about? I mean, and then you disappeared, and here we are. Like, I guess that's a starting point of how we're gonna, start this project. Listen, we're trying to turn our pain into profit here, not just for the money, but like at least to survive.
So this is exactly what I want from you, is to focus on your problems and to brainstorm around it.
What the? Am I seeing right? My God. Where did this come from? What is this?
Skippy Row. This is not real.
It's real, for sure. Just to let you know, I was the voice that was following you, Bradley. And I was the one who was watching you. And this is why we're here. Remember when I told you you'll find the answers soon? Here is where you find your answers.
I need answers. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I think she's seen it too.
So how do we get out of this?
Well, it's simple. Like I said, I want you to remember all of the problems you went through back in high school. I want you to remember all the problems you went after high school. And I want you to write about it in any way, shape, or form. Whether it be in the music or song form, or a poetry form, or even a novel if you have to publish it. Just write it down.
High school. It tormented me. Yeah, I can definitely write something. That was a dark part of my life. Okay, we can do this.
And we're just supposed to trust you. We're supposed to trust that you're not going to take all of this and find some way to turn it against us.
Absolutely.
Ahmed, what are we doing out here in the cold?
Yeah, this wasn't exactly my idea of a conducive learning environment.
Well, we're out here in the cold because there's a lot of issues that we have to talk about, and maybe it could warm us up to something special.
It seems that the issues are with me a lot from both of you. I'm seeing things, I'm hallucinating.
I'm not trying to lay this all on you, Bradley. It's just that there's just a lot, and we've kind of worked through our side of things over the years, keeping in touch, and you just vanished. So it's pretty much as if we're still there.
Well said, Jenna. But I think we all know what we need to do. I think we need to actually document this stuff and write about it, film it, record it, put it together, make it into a documentary or something so we can show it to the city here and let people know what we went through. I mean, Atlanta, Georgia was pretty rough, and we came here for a reason, and obviously this is the reason, this is our purpose. We got to document this stuff. We got to let the world know why we're here, and I think this is a great opportunity for me to take both of your accounts and put it out there in the world. That's why I'm here. And I also, as I mentioned to both of you earlier in our private conversations, that a lot of people in the city don't want to see anyone succeed. They're just holding people back, and they're just letting these up and coming writers get screwed over constantly. Same thing for the actors.
I agree with both of you to some extent. Being in Ottawa, personally, all of us here are combined and locked and lost in here it's hard. And yes, I was gone for a while, confused, lost, inside my own mind. I don't know if I'll ever find myself, but doing this documentary will definitely help let people know that there is another side of us.
We could have gone anywhere. We all left, and we all somehow ended up here, so I'm going to guess there's purpose behind it.
There's nowhere else to go, because what I've been through, people try to steal things, push things on me, blame things on you, call the police on you, jealousy. And this city is so full of outrageous rage and anger. Straight up, it's phenomenal. I've seen it all. been to prison, been out of prison, been put in prison for things I haven't done. People believe things that just are not there. Man, I could write a book. I could really write a book on myself. And people, if I was me, looking in at me, of all the things I've done, I would say that guy's full of shit, straight up as it is. But the minute someone does write a book about me, it's going to be a book, like, people are going to go, no way. And it'll be the book of bullshit, but it's true. Fight for yourself only, because no one else is going to help you, folks.
I mean, not everyone needs to be a star. Not everyone wants to be a star. Some people just want to have a space to create. Some people want to keep their day jobs. Some people want to just have an outlet from their kids. And we need to build the scene for them too.
I agree with you, Jenna. I mean, I think this is what we need to do. We just need to tell people how it is, and we need to let everyone know that this is our story, and it deserves to be told. You know, as an immigrant person of color, I came here in 2000, whatever. Not to mention that year, because it was very traumatic to me. But I just think we should just actually document this, let people know. I know we're kind of going in circles, but that's the point. So we can promulgate our thoughts and just gather it, and put it out there. And that's all I gotta say.
Man, that workshop was something else. Nobody is willing to support anybody unless if it benefits them.
I'm trying to take that same approach, because people are resources, and we got to take advantage of those resources. As an artist, as a writer, as an actor, as anything. If nobody's going to cheer for you, who's going to cheer for you?
If nobody's going to respect you, who's going to respect you? So this year, I'm going to make it all about me.
Because the only person that's going to be there for me is myself.
So I'm done trying to please others. I'm done trying to put others before me. And I'm done just trying to, make any random favors. From now on, the price is up. And I got to do what I got to do as a leader of a community, not a scene, because that's what we're dealing with.
Alter ego or not, you're giving me ideas. You're making me tap into my deepest fears, my darkest pain, trauma, all that drama. You're making me tap into it. That's what's going to make me come up with different ideas. And that's what's going to make me express myself. I've done it in poetry form, music form, acting form, writing form, editing form, you name it. I've done it all under the guise of Omar Saghir.
MC Obnoxious, MCO. I'm Ahmed Bek, I'm Ahmed Abdur Razak. And Ahmed Abdur Razak. Anna Huwi. I'm him. I'm that guy. Ahmed Bek. I'm the boss. And nobody's gonna take that away from me. No matter what the past was or what it was. Man, I could write a book about it. Maybe a book or two. I don't know. What do you say?
Should I do it? Should I do it or not? Jenna? Brad.
What am I doing?
Jenna? Bradley?
What am I doing here? Got so burnt out, not so energetic. Don't know what's keeping me going on, being poetic. Continuing my brand new journey, my aesthetic. Breathing above in the flash, like a photosynthetic. Don't let me be a flash in the pan, though prevent it. Turn me into a bright light, not blinding, get lit. Not a night light, but an embellishing star that will circulate more than a solar system car. From afar, you listened, you wanted what's best for me. From telling me how life it is and how it would be. You taught me everything from how to survive to being me. Enduring moments despite whatever made me weak. Gotta say it was a surprise, you taught me well. I am the prize, never change, always yourself. Don't want you to ever forget this bottled message. Never changing for anybody or anything. Yes, I am who I am, alone or infatuated with beauty. That same pale kid wandering around like a duty. Was all a dream, was all a dream. Nothing but a beautiful dream, beautiful dream. Was all a dream, was all a dream. Nothing but a beautiful dream, beautiful dream. 'Twas all a dream, 'twas all a dream. Nothing but a beautiful dream, beautiful dream. 'Twas all a dream, 'twas all a dream. Nothing but a beautiful dream, beautiful dream. 'Twas all a dream, 'twas all a dream. Nothing but a beautiful dream, beautiful dream. Sorry for bringing it up as I was aware of it. Didn't wanna say a word cause it felt too embarrassing. Like a prophecy that I'm trying to block and prohibit from getting out of my mind as thought to exhibit. Legend with a tendency to spread and become infinite. Down a slippery slope, yet functioning no limits. Counting the days for our reunion, my friend. To talk about your passion, mentoring again. Now I'm going mathematical, monumental, how comical for trying to be logical. It's getting volatile, impossible, reflecting on my past with relationships past. Caught in space, tuned for the aspirations, fam. Having a blast with discussions that move fast. Dates and location would forever last. At long last, memories I'm obsessing to remember, alas. Feeling down and whack in the back of the class, yeah. High school slack, thanks to the brags I lack. You the man on a roll, taught my Arabic, damn. Was all a dream, was all a dream. Nothing but a beautiful dream, beautiful dream. 'Twas all a dream, 'twas all a dream. Nothing but a beautiful dream, beautiful dream. 'Twas all a dream, 'twas all a dream. Nothing but a beautiful dream, beautiful dream. 'Twas all a dream, 'twas all a dream. Nothing but a beautiful dream, beautiful dream. Need to continue dreaming, telling my friends back then I would become something, but they would mock again. Frenemies now more like venomous, arch nemesis. No rivals though, no better, I'm letting it. What lies in my future, my life is like a lottery. Either take a risk, getting rich, or die in poverty. So keep getting a flush, betting on your mockery, cause at least I present myself honestly, honestly. What happened to the days when we'd go out and play after school and lunch, watching cartoons and anime, when friends were physically there to stay. Now the internet technology is consuming us all day. Back in my day, going to the top actually meant something. If you only witnessed how dreams came from nothing. Work and perseverance are keys to unlock the feeling. Rough matter smooth out after God's healing. I'm dreaming.
Present right here in the present, because when I mean entity means energy, and you're full of energy because you know physics, you see. That's what I go on. I don't know what to say. We're on the motion of filming whatever. It keeps going on and on. The camera's going on, and then again I gotta say you're my son, but I don't mean you're my kid. I mean you're the sun in the sky. And I say when you're the sun in the sky, you're like a best friend, and I say
balcony life on this roof. Get the shisha, I'm bulletproof. Balcony life on this roof. Get the smoke, I'm bulletproof. They say the grass is greener than the other side. Then how come it's a safe space for snakes to hide? Only mumbling I did was around the girls. Legendary performance on top of the world. Looking over a small village on plastic chairs.
Sipping on some tea, spilling, venting what we air. Poet on the rise, yet still caught in the trap snares. Willing to dive, it's a sink or swim type of dare. Saying what we need to say, what we need to say. From pleasure to pain, from pleasure to pain. Saying what we need to say, what we need to say. From pleasure to pain, from pleasure to pain. Saying what we need to say, what we need to say. From pleasure to pain, from pleasure to pain. Saying what we need to say, what we need to say. From pleasure to pain, from pleasure to pain. Balcony life on this roof. Get the shisha, I'm bulletproof. Balcony life on this roof. Get the smoke, I'm bulletproof. Militia mindset, undertaking our setbacks, moving forward with life despite it being whack. Watching wrestling while wrestling with my demons, never behemoth to stand tall or even get even. Whether it be at school and with every lie, or how you used to fight, they tried to set us right, or which one would approach any of these bad thoughts, or how the love unfurls. Let me buy you a yacht, saying what we need to say, what we need to say. From pleasure to pain, from pleasure to pain. Saying what we need to say, what we need to say. From pleasure to pain, from pleasure to pain. Saying what we need to say, what we need to say. From pleasure to pain, from pleasure to pain. Saying what we need to say, what we need to say. From pleasure to pain, from pleasure to pain. Balcony life on this roof. Get the shisha, I'm bulletproof. Balcony life on this roof. Get the smoke, I'm bulletproof. Just listening to some oriental music, it's a blessing and a gift. Feeling the cool whip, surrounded with good vibes. Humans making noises, friendly conversations with the voiceless choices. Hey, appreciating every day that we live in. They wanted the old me, but I said fuck it. Was told to fuck myself, so I did self-loving. If they supported me then, they would have done it 100. Hey. Yalla, 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 aywa, 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 yalla, 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 aywa, 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 ay. Artists abstract, think about that. Got him in the bag, got him in the bag, got him in the bag, yeah. Artists abstract, think about that. Got him in the bag, got him in the bag, got him in the bag, yeah. Artists abstract, think about that. Got him in the bag, got him in the bag, got him in the bag, yeah. Artists abstract, think about that. Got him in the bag, got him in the motherfucking bag, yeah. It's priceless and apparent. My parents vying for my marriage, monetarily despairing, monumentally declaring. Mind you, my momentum momentarily envisioned disparaging errands, clearance of harem and parish in prison. In all fairness, women tear up on body image based on provisions. Wanted men with honest vision, so listen according to descriptions. Prescriptions are their scriptures. Got the pressing impression you'd be impressed by the picture and the mixture. After the imprisonment, imprinted by my prism, schizophrenic, hidden in a deliberate fixture. Sworn as I swing hard from the bat, stickler, adorned fourth base with ball sacks, a mixture and a fixture. Suck it up, the batters that it is, or get the sedatives. Detesting defective degenerates, digest the trailers, mix a testament, a testing mortgage, switch to hyper generations, enterprise a hitch. Yeah, what a miss. Yalla, 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 aywa, 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 yalla, 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 aywa, 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 ay. Artists abstract, think about that. Got him in the bag, got him in the bag, got him in the bag, yeah. Artists abstract, think about that. Got him in the bag, got him in the bag, got him in the bag, yeah. Artists abstract, think about that. Got him in the bag, got him in the bag, got him in the bag, yeah. Artists abstract, think about that. Got him in the bag, got him in the motherfucking bag, yeah. Intimidating, imitated, intimate interventions, insisting intermissions, obligated connections. Warning, objectivity appears larger than intended, so don't toe the line or basket cases get offensive. And with every invention, there's a loss of path, and with every misguidance, there's shocks and aftermaths. Incinerated bridges, divisions are casual. In that case, a handsome faces is valuable. What a handful. Attention oozing 7 feet inches, thick packages included, flagrantly fixed, adding a sense of irrationality, radically dastardly policies, boggling obviously, passively, massively, bobbing for bobble-headed miseries, scoffing vixens baffle, giggling vindictively, their compositions condescend on transcendent heads, mental impairment's a trend, forgetting ahead, yeah, what a mess. Yalla, 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 aywa, 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 yalla, 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 aywa, 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 ay. Artists abstract, think about that. Got him in the bag, got him in the bag, got him in the bag, yeah. Artists abstract, think about that. Got him in the bag, got him in the bag, got him in the bag, yeah. Artists abstract, think about that. Got him in the bag, got him in the bag, got him in the bag, yeah. Artists abstract, think about that. Got him in the bag, got him in the motherfucking bag, yeah. In the dark web of deceit, disconnected sympathy, deflecting flesh and hugs, unrealistic empathy. Now part of their fabric instincts instinctually, effacing symphonies, brewing potluck recipes, preferring genderly confused company, stuck 'em asses, exchange visually. How the hell did they get attracted? Black widows, mangle males acting as queens, entangled in deep thought but forgot wore the jeans. Now that is mean, modesty under drama, condemnation by poets. Dress codes are perceived as oppression, now you know it, so show it. Try to get knowledge off the net to play ball, a nut job, entangled in love. Coming from a loss, not from Allah. Milky Way substance, milking it for what it's worth. Logic abrupted on expenses of hurt. If triggered by my pen, stick 'em up in your orifice. Judging by my cover graphics, I'm more incensed. Morning sense, not boring sense.
Okay, come on. Do the whole thing. One take. Yo. Listen. Brilliant. Yeah.
Just brilliant.
Points validated, I'm a score to make it. Ryan Griffin, I'm a dog, yeah, keep shaking. Wagging tails, that bitch is shaking, bacon. Happy writing fiction, no you faking. Irritated, pretentious prick, got him feeling the point. I'm a win cause I'm a grind, rewind, feeling the joint. Elbows, macaroni and wine, no ducks given. Roast turkeys on a Thanksgiving, it's a blessing. True MCs, feeling this rhythm you see. Dancing around with joy, no ploy. Marketing schemes, entertainers clowning around in the scene. Having a feast on these rappers and all you can eat. To me, hee hee, trolling online just to keep me in line. But there's a line, being overconfident and fine. You wine sour grapes knowing before I did. Vicariously through this, you're through this, yeah. True shoes too big, the truest altruistic. Behoving a movement with aggression that's ruthless. Maneuvering a pool stick, assuming Samaritan been the good guy playing foolish. Being villainous in anti-heroic positions. Be realistic, not sadistic, ballistic with hindrance. Caricature, calculating the flow. Sean the full, last a step, what's good in the know, yo. Give me a reason to explain my pain, you Wayne. Would you please let me elaborate on my decision today? Caught up in prisms, colored commentary, no shady position on stage with this art pulled apart like a chicken. Got you finished in the kitchen, roasted, grilled, diminished. Hard being the cook while washing up the dishes. Hard being a community fella. Hard being a leader by example. I'm a Rilla, Farilla, feeling my stroke like an eagle, more like a massive gorilla. Beating my chest and breathing fire on this oppressor. Yeah, soaring heights on top, world domination. Feeling elated, berated, underrated. Struggling artist, nothing hindering progression. King with the pen, call me a kingpin. Now dare this, that's Mr. Obnoxious in the flesh, no fucks given. Telling haters to fuck off and suck a dick. Yeah. Practicing my battle bars at the moment. This is public, no private parts, no detectives. Don't detect this detracting devastation. Derailing indoctrination of dialects hated. Eyes dilated, feeling we could do it again. Merry-go-round, shots fired with this engagement. Feeling froggy jump, get that ego out your chest. Be humble like Kendrick, yes. Only way gon' learn is being ignored. So you won't learn shit, no mentorship, attention whore. Independent, everybody against me, good. Two shoes, dudley do right, get the tables, your hood, ooh. Turning tables on you for the record ladder of success, reaching to new heights to get the title of champion. Out of sight and mind, slumbers to numbers. Why? Cause thoughts got me activists all the fucking time, yeah. Points validated, I'm a score to make it. Brian Griffin, I'm a dog, yeah, keep shaking. Wagging tails, that bitch is shaking, baking. Happy writing fiction, no you faking. Irritated, points validated, I'm a score to make it. Brian Griffin, I'm a dog, yeah, keep shaking. Wagging tails, that bitch is shaking, baking. Happy writing fiction, no you faking. Irritated.
Yo, this is for the refugees out there, the ones who struggle. The ones who are on social assistance and can't find a job. It's for you. Yeah, check it. They stifle you, hinder you, trump your capabilities by telling you that your dreams are filled with futility. But tell him this refugee's growing possibilities that get him off a couch to get the harvesting willingly. Promiscuity kills time, choking the subconscious. When idle hands tire, we kill off the conscience. Millennials trying to be millionaires by random. No chances in hell, manageable dreams are fathomed. It's comical how they mock us marching to our drums. When welfare's our source of income, we're scolded as bums. They're scorching hot magmas, magnifying the opus. On the flip side, I'm viewed more as a dark, extreme tyrant. Alerted on the bright side, paranoia adapted. I had big dreams when we immigrated here laughing. Now dreams dissipated, I'm feeling the munchies. Like a dope clouded vision fiend without the greens. We came to this country for an opportunity. Only thing we found was a false reality. A forged royalty in the form of a colony. This dream of coming here was nothing more than a fallacy. We came to this country for an opportunity. Only thing we found was a false reality. A forged royalty in the form of a colony. This dream of coming here was nothing more than a fallacy. Always portrayed as a villain, I'm a refugee. Islamophobes drawn to hate, I'm a refugee. The perfect pitch to ignorance, I'm a refugee. Bombarded fat ladies to sing, I'm a refugee. Always portrayed as a villain, I'm a refugee. Islamophobes drawn to hate, I'm a refugee. The perfect pitch to ignorance, I'm a refugee. Bombarded fat ladies to sing, I'm a refugee.
Bone fees on the rise, violated, mitigated, hated. Thought the world would be yours, final act eviscerated, raided after instigation, going out with the blaze. Avenging a spirit, the ghost riders put in his place. Highway to hell, my high horse-powered race. Information provided by suits leading the fray. The public service, a circus from rags to rags, no riches. Thrown in townhouses thanks to a corrupted system. Social assistance loonies managed to order sooner, unable to get a crib thanks to blaming baby boomers. Discrimination became a fashion statement trending. Under your skin, setbacks on defense treading. PR severed, impaired judgment, confused, lost. Far off the edge, stumbling, feeling debt. Hours dropped, patience beyond savings. Pockets no rest. Social workers are at their best when we succumb to their tests.
We came to this country for an opportunity. Only thing we found was a false reality. A forged royalty in the form of a colony. This dream of coming here was nothing more than a fallacy. We came to this country for an opportunity. Only thing we found was a false reality. A forged royalty in the form of a colony. This dream of coming here was nothing more than a fallacy.
Always portrayed as a villain, I'm a refugee. Islamophobes drawn to hate, I'm a refugee. The perfect pitch to ignorance, I'm a refugee. Bombarded fat ladies to sing, I'm a refugee. Always portrayed as a villain, I'm a refugee. Islamophobes drawn to hate, I'm a refugee. The perfect pitch to ignorance, I'm a refugee. Bombarded fat ladies to sing, I'm a refugee.
This cold environment overtook us with sleep.
Backstabbed youth are on the streets, their knees getting weak, while the social workers laugh with greed. Now that's obscene, wanted to graduate, get a job and pursue my dreams. So you're telling me those signs were designed to lie? When you claim you're looking for higher, oh why, even bothered? A net worth saying the going gets tough. These white
folks. Wasted my time proving that life sucks. Inapplicable applications filled to be sheer doctrine. Documents doctored to get your reps smeared. Pay stubs submitted to verify my income. They recommend savings account, but still not enough. To top it off, my name's Islamic. Try to pop a cherry. Stuck with part-time positions, 9 to 5 shifts buried. Payable notes, audit, potential spouses they threaten. Receivables, driven strings of account they lessen.
We came to this country for an opportunity. Only thing we found was a false reality. A forged royalty in the form of a colony. The stream of coming here was nothing more than a fallacy. We came to this country for an opportunity. Only thing we found was a false reality. A forged royalty in the form of a colony. The stream of coming here was nothing more than a fallacy.
Always portrayed as a villain, I'm a refugee. Islamophobes trying to hate, I'm a refugee. The perfect pitch to ignorance, I'm a refugee. Bombarded fat ladies to sing, I'm a refugee. Always portrayed as a villain, I'm a refugee. Islamophobes trying to hate, I'm a refugee. The perfect pitch to ignorance, I'm a refugee. Bombarded fat ladies to sing, I'm a refugee. Right, this government always trying to hold us down. Nothing can stop us. Always gonna keep fighting for the dream. Revolutionize everything.
Peace.
Accept new Canadians into the fold. Lee Moore was in attendance at one citizenship ceremony today at Fort Langley.
Legend has it that you would strive building and improving the quality of living for your children. You're a man who worked at a young age, labored with your late great-grandmother, outlived most of your relatives. Relatively speaking, the formula was evident. For how ironic of you to work in that environment as if it was some sort of prediction of what's to come to your position. The ingredients were set, concentrated. You would collect the fruits of your labor by struggling to solve life's mysterious equation after attending your school of hard knocks on a daily basis. A school of thought that taught you the ultimate hard-hitting lesson of being formulated, formatted, and fitted to not live a fit life filled with exquisite, prosperous blessings that only blossom significantly upon a deluded society so-called significant. It was written for your rage and innocence to be tried and struggled with, perhaps a blessing in disguise. A trail of trials and tribulations teaching you patience. That same patience that made you endure for more than 20 years. That same patience you preached about for more than 20 years. That same patience that made you strike gold a mother lode when you met her. Fell in love with the Lebanese girl only several years younger. She hailed from the city while you were from the country. You were a soldier, a lieutenant, a part of a revolution, a part of the Palestinian Liberation Front. You see, all of this was occurring during the Lebanese civil war fought between Muslims and Christians while having another Middle Eastern crisis going on for it throughout the 1970s and 80s. You not only fought for your country, but you fought for her country, as well as fighting for her parents' approval since you went up to par in the financial department. Then it happened. Both of you immigrated, surpassing constant poverty during your tenure at the refugee camp, struggling, surpassing living in a zinc-plated house with many siblings, surpassing living with the beast that had you bogged down and beat by the wilderness that came to be instilled within your spirit. Survival of the fittest, deliberate, hard-headed, learned true grit, wasn't given anything. Heck, Tarzan ain't got nothing on you. No silver platters, not even plastic plates. Had to settle with eating sandwiches during lunchtime at educational institutions that were financed by the UN. You would constantly obsess over being a refugee with broken dreams that were shattered even during conception. Lived your entire life sharp-witted to cope, an outcast like a shard of glass reflected by the masses as hazardous to a society that loved to critically castrate creativity, wondering what's the point of dreaming macro if such dreams were to be diminished in the eyes of the micro, mentally diminutive. You see, these myopic men have limited vision on the bigger picture when it comes to seeking inner happiness. You were casually belittled by these so-called men until your kids came to appreciate the patience of the hell you had to go through. Now look at you. God bless you. Residing on a heaven on earth with your beloved significant other and your children. Some post-secondary graduates, some working, Some married, and some writing. Writing a legacy that's worth writing. I guess it's safe to say that the fruits of the labor has come to fruition. Your harvested seeds grew to feed you ease after the hardships. Your grizzly dried, wrinkled hands plucked from life's grounded composition a purpose to live. So please, please accept this application of appreciation presented to you in the form of a piece of a poem blossomed from the heart. A dedication to you, Father, the true underdog under God, a legend. Saghir. El Saghir. Little that you know how much I want to show. Every single bit of emotion and passion from the bottom of my soul, you see. Every single bit of respect and salutation shall give you the right to remain silent, no regrets. I shall arrest you with my heart, I shall beat you with my art. I shall abuse my pen and paper as the start of this poetic justice and assault grandpa, should they? I recently came to a full comprehension of your old school thinking. All your insisting and preaching of preserving traditions had me wonder as a kid. Why have you been instilling religious values within us as if we didn't know it already? Then it hit me. All the lectures and constant reminders weren't a representation of a strict upbringing, but was a form of resistance against social corruption based on your personal predicaments. Grandma Sitti, you are beautiful. You and step-grandmother too. You have both embraced love and positivity and instilled this mentality in the minds of your children and us as well. I thank you for sacrificing your health, wealth, and leisure time to build a family that is upright. My uncles, you're all hard-working and dedicated men that support their families and friends to an extent of bewilderment. Your moral support and constant generosity isn't only a mere blessing to our eyes, but it is also a solid form of wisdom disguised in frivolous and frolicking slapstick moments as concrete evidence. Your hard-hitting humor and dry laughter would echo through humid midnight family gatherings on the balcony before our rest. It would sustain the stasis, solidifying such fond moments that is to be engraved into our minds as if it was transcribed heliography that is to be immortalized and transcend this life to create history. I salute you for building up and passing down this tradition with your overflowing rivers of love that gushes forth to seep through generation barriers. Now let that sink in, breaking it down with a heavenly legacy that pertains advice of pursuing your dreams and never forgetting where you come from. I met my aunties. You're all beautiful mothers, sisters, and daughters combined in one big recipe of roses and flowers as it makes sense. Sense in the form of a concave cauldron concoction mixed with the darling delight of joy and modesty. It is the horticulture that irrigates my spirit thanks to your heartfelt domestic nature. God bless thy women. With every dish you wash, with every food you cook, with every assist you took, you scored more points of appreciation in my book, as it is a record yet to be broken and shook by other family households when it comes to full homegrown support. Henceforth, you are a major part of this family foundation to its rooted core. And finally, my cousins, you are the springing youth to greatness of this extended family lineage that was birthed from the loins of poverty. This lineage that endures the common streams of sufferings and make it seem like it was seamed within every fiber of their being. This lineage that is unmistakably interlaced and cut from the same cloth as they all yearn for God to be pleased no matter what they have been given. This lineage I'm proud of being a part of, yet never proud of being away from. So, for me, I look at it like this. Great things do come in small packages packed with humility. Therefore, I can proudly say I'm a part of this great family that isn't a small family, but the small family. Surname translation, Saghir El Saghir. Feeling like Daniel's son right now. It's still wax on, wax off pound. It's just for self-defense. You got offended when in offense. Johnny boy took your girl and win. Cocky as hell, ain't sweating the trip. Became a salesman, that's a W. You take the L while you drink like a fool. Take this crane kick as a lesson to humble yourself while you get wrecked. And you snakes can't fight this eagle. If I was a dragon, that'd be evil. Burn you, have you scorched in flames. Miyagi-Do is the name of the game. I'm the Karate Kid, I'm on a mission. Put my gi on, my headband set. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Family man, fight for the kids, get righteous, I'm in your head, I'm the hero of my narrative, most favored of these tournaments, travel the world, don't test me, round for round, drum technique, silver drip, no mercy, passed on to the next karate kid, until they remade me, until they remade me, they make a show about you, but I'm still a rat, always cool. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Yeah.
Pathetic fools! I come for your souls! We're all trained and ready. Yes!
No more narration, just facts. Cut.
Throw it in the air, tackle them there. Touchdown, yeah, I'm a champion, yeah. Throw it in the air, tackle them there. Touchdown, yeah, I'm a champion, yeah. Throw it in the air, tackle them there. It's a touchdown, yeah, I'm a champion, yeah. Gridiron boots on, gauze shoulder pads on, helmet going strong, got my raging mood up. Pump trap music, getting really hype, it's litty up here with the ladies all fine. Coach motivates me, boosting speech, texting, cheerleading girl waiting for me. Squad in the bleachers, chanting my name, from the first take yelled like Stephen A. As I skip bay, pomp and circumstance, band B playing as the crowd get to stand. When the captain's face, I'm the quarterback, leading my day one straight game like an axe. Like Brett Favre, age like fine wine, flow like Palomano, head and shoulders guy. I get bolder as I grow older, I'm a monster, think Big Ben harder. You're an imposter on your roster, squad getting flustered, you a salad tosser. Feeling like Tom Brady, you shady, or Tebow-ish, leave me, pay me. Pittsburgh Steelers Steelers throwing the towel. Ain't a cheesehead, better get a foul. It's a Super Bowl field, not a Pro Bowl, yeah. Or college leagues where the big boys at. Bunch of meatheads, alpha males getting it. Polo rocking preps, popular privilege. Your bitch loves me, we in the locker room. Had my way with this, an iCarly mood. Hold your books to your chest, this a gripping story. Like the nerdy girl skipping class, this a warning. Getting off track like a track race, hey. Back in the field, keep up with this pace. Throw it in the air, tackle them there. Touchdown, yeah, I'm a champion, yeah. Throw it in the air, tackle them there. It's a touchdown, yeah, I'm a champion, yeah. Ran to the bank just to get my drip on. Now it's squad shit, winning champions. Served and ate, left no crumbs, y'all. Base king shit, mans with this run. Message. Beast from the Middle East.